This Black History Month, we want to talk about Black futures, highlighting the essence of what it means to be Black here in San Diego. While the Black experience is diverse and multifaceted, we'll focus on what helps shape it: family, faith, food, and the foundations of art, culture, music, and education. San Diego County is home to influential Black family legacies that have made significant impacts all across the country. From the Weber family in politics, to the Morrow family in the hair care industry, to the Cooper family, who popularized celebrating Juneteenth in our area. They all contribute to our rich tapestry of Black heritage. First up, though, we're going to talk about what it means to be a Black family in San Diego. I sat down with the Gormans.
Oh, you guys are so beautiful. How did y'all meet? I've heard this story from Carol, but I gotta hear this story.
Okay, let me tell you. So my buddy, I was going to a Cavs game. He had front row seats at the Cavs game, Cavs versus Lakers. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I'm driving down. I'm in Detroit. He's in Cleveland. I'm driving down. Halfway through the ride, he calls me and says, "Hey, I got bad news." And I said, "What? You lost the tickets? Or you don't have the tickets?" He said, "No, I got the tickets, but my girlfriend wants to hang out this weekend." So we were supposed to be having this weekend of Cavs game, Lakers game. We were going to go to the bar. We were going to hang out. We were going to cuss. We were going to drink. You know how it is. You know how we go. And he says, "But I got some better news." I said, "What?" He says, "Well, my girlfriend has a friend." And I said, "That's worse news, man. Like, I don't want to be hanging out with no random girl." And it ended up being Cheryl. So literally, I came down the stairs. I was in his place and came down the stairs, saw Cheryl, and I was in love. Been in love since then. That was 18 years ago.
That's exactly how she told it. I love that. So tell me, Cheryl, love at first sight for him. Talk to me a little bit about how your love grew.
Oh, I mean, we had our first date a few months after we met. We talked on the phone for a while, got to know each other. And then once we had a chance to spend time together, and I learned a lot about him, his family, what his values are, and kind of what he hopes to build, in a family, I was like, oh yes, this is it. And hardworking, just committed to his craft and career, and that was it for me. I was like, okay, this is what I want. We are aligned. And then 10 months later, we were engaged, and we've been married for 16 years. So that was it. It was like the easiest decision I could have made in such a big decision, because it was right from the very beginning, And we were so young.
We were young.
So
we were babies.
We were very lucky. We were really
babies.
young.
Yeah.
So.
What is young?
27, I got married. She was 25.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we got married.
We got married.
Engaged. We were a year younger.
We met at 24. I was 24 years old.
And I was 26.
And I was hoping to find like a life partner, at that time. But you just never know. You hope that it happens. And fortunately, my girlfriend is the one that we have to credit. So
yeah, that is true.
That was it.
She
had it. She knows. She knows.
Let me ask about the girlfriend and how were they? Where are they at?
Yes, who knows?
Oh, they broke up. They immediately broke up.
I think they were together for another 2 months.
Yeah, and that was it.
And that was it.
They went on it was a double date, and they went on our first date, like as a double date, and then after that, they're like, we're not right.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're so right, and that was it.
When you see perfection, it makes your aim a little clearer.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we don't have this vibe. It's not this easy.
Yes.
Jump on, girl.
Yeah, that's it. And she did. And she did. And she did. And now she's happily married to someone else. So it's great. It's great. It's great. So good for her. You know what I mean? Good for her.
So
That's
let's
it.
talk about this beautiful Black family. Tell us about your kids.
You want me to go?
Okay.
You.
Well, we have 3 children. Grant is our oldest. He's 10. And we have twins that are 7, Laurel and Hallie. They are all just like, they're all so beautiful inside and out. They're truly, I think, a blend of the both of us. And they all have their own personalities. Grant is our, like, Mr. All-Around. My friends call him Mr. President. Like, he's the athlete, he's the student, he's like, the all-around kid that can make friends with anybody and kind of can mesh in any situation. Laurel is our chef. She would like to be a chef. She's our athlete also. She just tried out for the baseball team. Only girl trying out. So she's tough exterior, soft interior, soft heart. And Hallie is our artist. She is our drama queen, our theater, our singer. So they all have their own personalities, and I love to see it. Like, I love to see it grow and manifest in like who they are, and we just try to support their interests and support who they are.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're literally God's gift. I
Yeah.
mean, we had a little trouble conceiving our first child, and then now we have three, and I tell you, it's a blessing. I thank God every morning for them. They are amazing.
They are amazing.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all saying that. So
Yeah.
many
Yes.
times you don't hear people
Yes.
saying that out
Yeah.
loud. Well,
Yeah.
I hear it because
Yeah.
I know dope individuals. You
Yeah.
don't always get to hear that or
Yeah.
share that on TV. So I appreciate
Yeah.
you being honest and sharing
Absolutely.
that. Talk to
Absolutely.
me a little bit about what does being a black family mean to you guys, specifically just all over.
Yeah.
And then we got to talk a little bit about San Diego specifically.
Yeah, for
What does
sure.
being a black family mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you talk about black family, you're talking about unconditional love and support and connectivity, right? So, and being an African American family in San Diego comes with its fair share of challenges. I mean, there's just not a lot of us here. I mean, this is not Atlanta, this is not Detroit, this is not Houston. But I think once you find your people here in San Diego, it is a city that you can definitely call home. I mean, it's beautiful from the weather perspective, but we've met some unbelievable people here in San Diego, and I just love being here, and I love being a black family here with these faces every day.
Yes.
So much like yours. It's like, look at talk to me a little bit about what does it mean to be a black family?
Yes, I think for me, a black family it simply means excellence, you know? I think it's the showcasing of pursuing and having resilience in who you are as a person and continuing the legacy and the struggle that has come before us and what we try to continue moving forward. And I think, you know, family really is the heart of black culture to me. It is where it stops and starts. It is what, when you look back, 400 years ago, it's what was the attempt to dismantle was truly the connection of black family. And so it really is at the heart of, I think, who we are as a people and where we draw our strength from. And it's no different today. And it means even more today, really knowing that and knowing how hard our ancestors worked to preserve the black family and to really create community, even amongst those that maybe aren't your bloodline, but are also your community and who you like to call your auntie and your cousin that are your family and that you support in that way. So I think to me, that's a lot of what the black family means.
And I think it's an obligation, right? And I think some people who have gone before us and have, laid their lives on the line for us to have this lifestyle, it is an obligation for us to be successful in all of the things that we are attempting to do. So it's not about, it's a lot about looking back in the past, but it's also about like forging in the future. Where do we look like? Where are we going in the future? So I try to instill in my kids every morning when they get up, I say, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Let's make it a good one. Because you choose how you look at life, and I want them to understand that there's a lot of people that have come before them that have sacrificed their lives, and now they have a responsibility to make their lives as best as they can.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I love
Every day.
How does that manifest in them? I can see them present to me. Because you're seeing 24/7. I just saw it in 5 minutes. How does that edification present?
Yeah.
I think, first in our home, we have an area that's dedicated to our family photos. And a lot of what I put there are people that are, way past them and generations before them. But I like to share the stories and carry on the tradition so they understand what they're looking at and what has come before them. And I see it a lot in everyday situations. When Grant is our son, when he's talking about his school projects and he's talking about what he can do, what does he want to do in the school project as he's creating his business world, and we're talking to him about, you're the CEO, you are in charge, you have the ability to do that, you come from a lineage of that, how can we showcase that? And he goes for it. My father always taught me, there's nothing in this world that you cannot have. So what is it that you want? And let's figure out a way to get it. Nothing stands in your way. And so I try to instill that in them every day.
I My daddy had the same picture. And look at us reaching for everything.
Everything.
Yeah, as you should.
Everything. Why are you not deserving of it? You know, you are. You absolutely are. And we talk a lot, I think, about the struggle in a negative way, but there's also so much that has come from it in a positive way. And that's the part that I think we try to focus on with our kids is where, yes, it has been a struggle, but here's what the opportunity is now. So now what are we going to do with that? What are we going to do with that? What does that look like for you? And we try to put them in places and in spaces and with people that are showcasing that and living that as well. So they feel like it is part of the fabric of their life. You know, it's not abnormal.
And if you spend 5 minutes with him, I mean, you'll see that my son is the most articulate, educated, handsome kid and mature. I mean, he's been that way. We've never talked to him like a baby. He's always been a very mature kid. And the same with the girls. I mean, the girls are little ladies, little princesses, and they're looking forward to the future on what they can do and how they can shape the world, and how they can have an impact on the world and impact on their community. And so that's huge in our family and our community. So we want to make sure that we continue that, that dialogue and that talk to them to make sure that they understand that it's their responsibility to do right by everybody in this world.
Look, I need to go back to my list of questions. This is having too much fun. What do you say to critics who say black families are suffering, struggling, incomplete? You hear a lot of stereotypes when it comes to the black family. When you hear that, how do you meet that moment? I'm gonna put my coat on. I'm sorry, friends. Hold on. I'm got cold now.
You can go first.
You want me to
if
go
you
first?
want. If you want, yeah,
Sure.
it's fine, honey.
Well, let's not get it twisted. I mean, we've got 49.7% of people growing up in one-parent households. You've got more African American men by the age of 18 to 25 in jail versus college. So it's not a stereotype. These are facts, right? So it is a struggle as it relates to, the community that black people should have. And you can think about why that is the case, but it's up to us to make sure that we're fixing that. So we have a foundation, it's called Black Future Foundation. It's a nonprofit. We're putting 13 kids through college right now, all across the country. Cheryl runs point on that every day, and she's reading resumes and reading and going through people, and then we're giving them scholarships so that they can go on and be who they want to be. But it definitely is not, it's a little bit different than the norm.
But I would also say too that, while there is a challenge in that space, I do think that families across all ethnic groups are suffering and maybe don't have the traditional setup of what we like to think as a normal or traditional family. But I would also challenge those critics to say, if that's something that you're seeing in your community, what are you doing to support it? How are you helping to transform that? And what can you do to be a part of supporting that? And I do also think, in general, as human beings, we have a tendency to go towards stories and messaging that really supports our ideologies or our stereotypes and generalizations about a group of people. And when we meet someone that is not within that, and that becomes to you the exception to the rule or not normal, when in reality, I mean, we're part of an organization that is supported and really the foundation of supporting black families around the country. And we have 40,000 members, of more 40,000 mothers. So when you talk to me about that, I say, well, there's a lot of exceptions to the rule, actually. And I think it's important for us to discuss that as well, and to showcase where we are also. So yes, while it is a struggle and there is a disproportionate number, I also think there also is a huge support of families that are not in that scenario as well.
I absolutely agree. I picked the right one. Okay. Okay, so what ties you
Edit
guys?
that part out.
Leave that in, Jay. Leave that, Jay. I want that clip.
Kirsten being Kirsten. Okay, so what ties you guys together as a family?
Wow. I think it's the unconditional love and support, you know, and it's the having someone there that, you know, is there for you when you're having your successes and also there for you when you're having your challenges. And we've got a lot of history together, right? So we just talked about, you know, 18 years we've known each other. We've been together married for 16 years. We've got 3 beautiful kids. I mean, this is a legacy that we're going to leave to them.
Yeah.
So our legacy keeps us together. Our love, unconditional love, keeps us together. And our family, being there to support them, keeps us together.
Yeah, and building a tradition, you know, building traditions and building memories. Every day I say I'm in the business of building people.
That's a tough job.
Every day I say I'm in the business of building people. And I am building them to be and to stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us and who, you know, we want them to be in the best version of themselves. So that's what we're doing every day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's so cute. Okay. So, advice for growing families.
Oof.
Tips, tricks. What have you learned that you want to share?
Yeah, I think one of the things I always say to, you know, my mentees or people in my company is, you know, life is about what you focus on. So if you focus on all the negative things that are going on around you, guess what? Your life is going to be negative. But if you focus on the power and the progress and all of the positive things that are going on in the community, your life will be positive, and then you'll attract other positive things to you. So that's one trick that I always, you know, kind of lean into. What about you, honey? What do you think?
I think I was going to say, don't be afraid. You know, don't be afraid to grow your family. Don't be afraid to create the legacy that you want. And we, a lot of the times, look at so many of the things that are standing in the way. We don't really focus on what we really want and how to make that happen. You know, Kamala Harris says she eats no for breakfast. I think that that's real. That is real. Because if you focus on what you would like to build and the family that you want, if you focus in that area and try to ignore the noise, then you can create the family that you want.
Agreed.
I'm proof.
Yes.
Agree.
Yes.
I concur.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about your professional. You mentioned the organization. I think I know what it is, the 40,000 Moms.
Yes.
And I need to hear all of the organizations so we can go and supplement that with website searches and all that other
Yeah.
stuff.
So
And everything.
yeah.
Yes.
So primary job is GLH. I named it after the kids. So Grant, Laurel, and Hallie. GLH was a side project. We started off trying to do fix and flips. And one became 2, became 5, became 10, and now we're doing it in states. We've done over 300 projects. We're a $40 million evaluated company. We've got 100 employees that are under us. And so that's the primary job. I also own a marble company in Dubai. That marble company is called Sand and Stone. We should hit $3 million of revenue this year. I'm also co-founder of G&G Marketing Company. We are representing athletes. So Wyatt.
Gordon.
No.
Oh.
Hamilton? No, that's not it. I'll
You can text it to me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But Wyatt is a professional golfer on the APGA, and he's hired us to come on. We're also managing, as a marketing company, Golf Den in Houston, or excuse me, in Denver. Plan to move across the country, and that's my brother and I. Sit on the board at the Symphony Towers. And so been a board member there for the last few years, been a member there for the last 15 years. What else do I do?
Great dad.
Great dad. Coach my son in basketball and go to every one of his baseball games. And then try to coach my girls in tennis a little bit. Yeah, but that's everything.
You're not busy at all.
No, I got a lot of time. Got a lot of spare
No.
time.
You are. Yes, you are.
Video games for hours. No, not one of those.
No,
Cheryl,
not at
talk
all.
to me a little bit about your work. You contribute so much.
Yes. As Carl said, so I'm running point on our Black Future Foundation. We are focusing on bringing every year we give 3 scholarships to African-American college-bound students for their freshman year. So we, every January, we're looking at resumes and applications and awarding money in advance of their freshman year, which is very exciting. I'm also the chair of our school board at Elevate School, so I'm running that foundation for our school and making sure that the students and the kids where my children go are, receiving the best quality of education that they can. I also have my own marketing firm, Collective Impact Media. So it's a fractional marketing company, and I provide services in that way as well. So we're busy.
A little bit.
We're busy.
A little bit. How do you guys find time to make time for each other and building the romantic part of your relationship?
Date night. So,
Yes.
we try to allocate one day a week just to go out, just the two of us, no kids, no social media, no phones.
Yes.
We have a nice dinner, and then that may lead to something else. Kristen, I'm just
Take that part out. Bible study, perhaps. Yes,
that's exactly that prayer and Bible study is what we do.
Oh, you can't take him anywhere. You know.
But you do.
I do.
She has
You
to.
see all the places I have to take him.
You don't even watch my stuff.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But we've got a lot of support around us too.
Yes.
So, her mom helps us. We've got some, babysitters that kind of can step
Yeah.
in and do that. So we got a lot of support around us. We've got community here. We've got great, Jack and Jill family, that's great support system there. So we've got a lot of people that are around us that kind of bring us together in moments that are just the two of us.
Yeah.
I love that. Talk to me a little bit about how you guys got to San Diego, because you were not from here, were you?
No.
No.
How did y'all get to San Diego?
So my job brought me out here. Before I started the real estate company, I was in insurance, and so selling corporate benefits for MetLife. And so after we came out here for a conference that we won, and I looked at it and I said, this is amazing. Like, why don't we live out here when we retire? And then we got back to Detroit, and I'm like, yeah, actually, let's go now. And we didn't have any kids, and we had, we didn't really have that many ties in Detroit. And so I said, let's just go out there and check it out for a couple years, and then when we have kids, we'll come back, or we'll come back. And we haven't been back. So.
Yeah. And that was it. We were 6 months. We had just been married 6 months.
Yeah.
I had just unpacked all of our wedding presents, and he got the call that he had an offer out in San Diego. And we were like, what an adventure. Like, let's go. We had never done anything like that. We had both had corporate jobs and just very, in our jobs in our cities. And so this was a total adventure. So everything we built here really has been the two of us, on our own.
Yeah.
And it was like the best part of our marriage, truly. Like, it
was,
really was so much fun. It was so much fun.
We didn't have any distractions.
No distractions.
No kids, no friends.
Yeah, we were like, it's me and you. I guess we're doing this.
Are we going out again tonight?
Yeah, that's great. But we're the foundation for the children. So the foundation's got to be strong. So
Exactly.
Thank you so much.